Every girl dreams of her wedding day. The flowing dress, the soft music, the scent of flowers, and that moment when she walks down the aisle, every eye on her. But have you ever imagined a bride hiding a secret so heavy it felt like carrying a storm inside her? A secret that, if revealed, could shatter her honor, her future, her everything. My name is Sophia, I'm 26, and this is the story of my wedding day, and the truth that nearly tore it apart. If you're a girl who hasn't walked down the aisle yet, my story might just be the lesson you didn't know you needed. The day before my wedding in Napa Valley, California, felt like a dream wrapped in a nightmare. Our vineyard venue was aglow with fairy lights, the air filled with laughter, and the clink of wine glasses. My mother was bustling around, directing florists, while I sat in front of a vintage mirror in the bridal suite, staring at my reflection. My hands trembled as I dabbed at my makeup, the ivory gown hanging behind me, a vision of perfection, pure, elegant, untouched. But inside, I was anything but. My heart raced, my fingers brushing my stomach, careful not to linger too long. No one had noticed yet. I'd been meticulous, flowy dresses, excuses for avoiding wine tastings, fake smiles when anyone asked, "Sophia, you okay? You look a little pale." They thought it was wedding jitters. It wasn't. I was 5 months pregnant. And no, not with the man I was about to marry. Ethan, my fiancé, was every girl's dream. Kind, driven, a winery owner with a smile that could calm any storm. We'd been together for a year when he proposed under a canopy of grapevines. His family cheering as I said yes. Everyone called us the perfect couple, and I wanted to believe it. But a piece of my heart still belonged to Lucas, my first love. Lucas was wildfire, passionate, reckless, with a laugh that made the world fade away. We met in college, dreaming of a future with late-night road trips and a cozy apartment filled with music and chaos. But his family saw me as an outsider, not wealthy enough, not polished enough. When they pressured him to leave me, he did. It broke me. For months, I was a ghost of myself, until the morning I sat on my bathroom floor, a positive pregnancy test in hand, shaking like the world had stopped. I wanted to tell Lucas, but he'd moved on. I wasn't strong enough to face that rejection again, so I hid it. When Ethan came into my life, he felt like a fresh start, a chance to bury my past. But secrets don't stay buried. The morning of my wedding, I could barely breathe. Guests complimented my glow, unaware that every kind word cut deeper. My best friend Mia burst into the suite, adjusting my veil. "Sophia, you're stunning. Ready to be Mrs. Ethan?" I forced a smile. "Guess I have to be, right?" She laughed, oblivious to the storm inside me. I wanted to tell her everything. About Lucas, the baby, the guilt twisting my stomach. But the thought of her shock, her pity, stopped me. "Just nerves," I said, brushing it off. She hugged me and left, and I caught my reflection again. A radiant bride with a secret growing silently inside her. As guests arrived at the vineyard, I stayed in the suite, pretending to fix my makeup. Really, I was on the edge of the bed, clutching my phone, staring at Lucas's name. My thumb hovered over the call button. Part of me screamed, "Don't, Sophia! You chose Ethan." But another part whispered, "He deserves to know." I pressed call. My heart pounded as it rang. Then his voice, low, familiar, like a song I'd tried to forget. "Sophia?" My chest tightened. "Lucas, I don't know why I'm calling." A pause. "You okay?" I wanted to lie, but the truth spilled out. "I'm getting married today." Silence. Then softly, "Yeah, I heard. Ethan, right?" Tears stung my eyes. "Yes, but I can't keep this secret anymore." His voice tensed. "What secret?" I whispered. "I'm pregnant, Lucas. 5 months. And it's yours." The line went silent, the kind of silence that drowns you. "When?" he finally asked, voice shaking. 5 months, I repeated. Another pause. Then his voice broke. Sophia, why didn't you tell me? Because you left, I said, bitterness creeping in. Your family didn't want me. You walked away. I never stopped loving you, he said quietly. They forced me to choose, and I was weak. I regretted every day. Tears blurred my vision as I touched my stomach. What do I do, Lucas? If Ethan finds out? Don't panic, he interrupted. I'll fix this. I'm coming there. No, you can't. But the call ended. My hands shook. If Lucas showed up, my world would collapse. My family, Ethan's family, everything. Mia knocked again. Sophia, everyone's waiting. I wiped my tears, forcing calm. Just stomach's upset. Be out soon. She laughed and left. I pressed my back against the door, heart racing. 5 months pregnant, on my wedding day, and the man who owned my heart was on his way. The string quartet outside began playing. Guests murmuring. The coordinator calling for everyone to take their seats. The clock ticked like a countdown. Not to my wedding, but to disaster. I whispered to my reflection, please God, don't let Lucas come. But fate loves a twist. As I grabbed my bouquet, a soft knock came. Not Mia's voice this time. Sophia, it's me, Lucas. My heart stopped. I opened the door a crack, and there he was. Same intense brown eyes, same desperate look. Wearing a leather jacket that didn't belong at a wedding. What are you doing here? I hissed. You'll ruin everything. He stepped closer, voice low. I had to see you. You can't marry him like this. Tears welled up. My family's out there. Ethan's family. If anyone sees you, I don't care, he said firmly. You shouldn't carry this alone. Before I could respond, a new sound. Paper sliding under the door. A folded note, old and creased, with my name in unfamiliar handwriting. I froze, picking it up. Lucas frowned. What's that? I opened it, my hands shaking. In elegant script, it read, Sophia, I know your secret. Tell Ethan the truth before the vows, or I will. A friend. My blood ran cold. Someone else knew. Lucas scanned the note, his jaw tightening. Who sent this? I don't know, I whispered, panic rising. Footsteps approached. Sophia, honey, everyone's ready. It was Ethan's mother. I shoved Lucas behind a curtain and shut the door. I'm just finishing my makeup, I called, voice unsteady. Her footsteps faded. Lucas stepped out, whispering, This is crazy. You can't go through with this. I have no choice, I snapped. If I don't, whoever wrote this will. The door swung open. Ethan stood there, his face shifting from confusion to shock as he saw Lucas. Sophia, what's going on? My throat closed. Lucas stepped forward. Ethan, let me explain. Ethan's voice cracked. You're Lucas, aren't you? Her ex. Lucas nodded. Ethan let out a bitter laugh. Wow, on my wedding day. I'm not here to fight, Lucas said. I'm here for the truth. Ethan's eyes narrowed. What truth? Lucas looked at me. I nodded, tears falling. I'm pregnant, I whispered. 5 months. It's not yours. Silence suffocated the room. Ethan's face went blank, then crumpled. Please tell me that's not true, he whispered. I wanted to tell you, I said, trembling. I was scared. 5 months, he repeated, stepping back. So it's his. Lucas nodded. Ethan's voice broke. Do you know what you've done to me? To my family. I'm sorry, I sobbed. I thought I could hide it. Lucas spoke softly. She didn't mean to hurt you. I left her when she needed me. She hid this to protect everyone. Ethan laughed, raw and pained. Great, so you both feel bad. That fixes it, right? He turned away, pacing. Then, from his pocket, he pulled another note, identical to mine. This came this morning, he said, voice low. It said to ask you about a secret. I thought it was a prank. My heart sank. Someone was orchestrating this. Ethan, Lucas said, if you can forgive her, marry her, raise that child as yours. You're a better man than me. But if you can't, let her go. I'll take care of them. Ethan stopped pacing, his eyes softening. You're an idiot, Lucas, for leaving her, and I'm an idiot for thinking love was simple. He turned to me. You should have told me, Sophia, but I get it. You were scared. He stepped closer, touching my shoulder. You and Lucas have something bigger than us. That baby, it's not a mistake. It's a life. Tears streamed down my face. Ethan, I'm so sorry. He smiled sadly. You two belong together. I can't stand in the way. He turned to Lucas. Take care of her. And when you're a dad, remember, love means patience. Lucas nodded, speechless. Ethan paused at the door, glancing back with a faint grin. Tell Mia I'm single now. She might help me survive this. I laughed through tears, and even Lucas smiled. After Ethan left, the music stopped. Guests whispered, confused. I didn't care. For the first time, the truth felt like freedom. That evening, I sat on a vineyard bench, my gown stained with grass, mascara long gone. Lucas joined me, hesitant. Mind if I sit? I nodded. We stared at the twinkling lights over empty tables. I didn't expect Ethan to handle it like that. Lucas said. Me neither, I sighed. He's a good man. Lucas pulled out a small silver locket. I kept this, the one you gave me in college. Our photo's still inside. I smiled faintly. You didn't lose it. Just forgot where it belonged, he said, eyes hopeful. Sophia, marry me. Not for anyone else, but to fix what we broke. My heart skipped. Lucas now, he grinned. After today, now's perfect. We've survived the worst. I wanted to argue, but I didn't. Okay, I whispered, smiling through tears. But no big wedding, just us. Deal, he said. Days later, in a quiet Napa chapel, we stood before a justice of the peace. My dress was simple, pale blue, borrowed from Mia, who stood behind me, tearing up. No guests, just us in the vineyard breeze. Lucas's tie was crooked, but his vows were steady. I do, he said, eyes locked on mine. When I said, I do, it felt like the weight of years lifted. Mia sniffed loudly. You owe me cake for this. We laughed, and it felt real. That night, we drove to a lakeside cabin, stars bright above. Lucas built a fire, and we sat under one blanket, silent. I thought I lost you forever, he whispered. You did, I teased. But I came back with interest. He smiled. Promise me, no more running. Only if you promise the same, I said. Deal, he replied, pulling me close. Forever. Months later, our apartment filled with baby things. Tiny socks, soft blankets, hope. Lucas talked to my belly daily. Don't kick your mom too much, kid. She's perfect. Mia visited, bringing takeout and bad parenting advice from TikTok. Ethan texted once. Glad you're okay. No hard feelings. It meant the world. One evening we returned to the vineyard where it all fell apart. The lights were gone, but the air smelled of grapes and rain. Regret any of it? I asked Lucas. He smiled. No, every mistake led me back to you. I leaned on his shoulder. Maybe we were never lost, just waiting for the right chapter. Love isn't perfect. It breaks, returns, and makes you start over. But that's what makes it real. Two imperfect people choosing to stay, no matter what. And as I watched Lucas fold tiny baby clothes, I knew love doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you need, right on time.